Hey there, Be in Demand fans. It's Susan Day here from Mindful Arts Therapy Podcast. I had a coaching session with Laurie-Ann. Before our session, I had trouble getting my message across and making it clear and succinct. She helped me create a really fabulous catchphrase. You're listening to the Be in Demand podcast. Here's your host, Laurie-Ann Murabitu.
Happy Thursday, everyone. This is Laurie-Ann, your host, and you are listening to Be in Demand. This is the podcast where I help entrepreneurs just like you leverage speaking opportunities as your best form of marketing, get positioned as the expert, and why not monetize your message? Today is a special speaker breakthrough session with my friend Dawn. And if you would like to sign up for your own speaker breakthrough session, keep listening till the end. Well, Dawn, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. I'm grateful to be here.
Fantastic. What do you do and who do you serve?
So I help mothers learn how to deal with the unfortunate events that can happen with children growing up and then them not taking the life path that we want for them. Sometimes they become addicts. Sometimes they have mental health issues, or they get disabilities that are unseen, or it's just not a normal path that you take. So I help mothers with the grieving process of grieving that life they thought they were going to have, and how to build upon that so that they can move forward and still have a good life.
Okay, fantastic. And are you using speaking in your business?
No, I am working on writing a book at the moment.
Okay, hey, by the way, that's a stage, in my opinion. A book is a stage.
Yes.
Okay. So if you and I were to sit back down 6 months from now and talk, what do you want to tell me is different 6 months from now?
And 6 months from now, I just created a platform on Facebook called Hope Haven, so that mothers can come together. And I want to have monthly Zoom calls or even on Facebook to support mothers in a way that is open to all spirituality, not just the God-based. I want it to be open for all people to be able to support one another, because when you're dealing with things like this, everybody's processing is different.
Mhm.
And to build that community and have that community and see progress.
Okay, I love that. What's the roadblock to you doing that?
Right now, I need to break it up into smaller steps.
So what does that mean?
I need to put the focus on one thing, like writing the book first, then move to putting my focus onto the Facebook group and different platforms, even making YouTube videos and TikToks and different things, but making the video and then putting it on all platforms.
Okay. So what's going to help you get there?
Time blocking.
Okay. First, I want to talk about the book, and then we're going to go into the time blocking. How many people know that you're writing this book?
3.
3. I want you to start these monthly calls because it's also your opportunity to tell people about the book.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You
Yeah.
me with a book. So, as somebody who has written a couple of books and also a number of workbooks on leadership, personal development, and emotional intelligence, I want to encourage you to start talking about it, because you don't want to 3 months from now say, "Hey, everybody, I'm launching my book," and it comes out like next week.
Right. Get
And
everybody.
then you only say it once versus bringing your audience along for the journey. I'm starting to write a book. I'm going to be asking you guys some questions. My plan is that this book is going to be out within, you could say, 6 months, so that you're holding yourself accountable to something. And this group of people, so it's almost your way of constantly talking about this book is by having these monthly group calls. And here's what the group call is. I do something very similar. I have a monthly call. It's a monthly community call, and it's called Speaker Circle. And I'll make sure if for anybody who's listening to this that the link for next month's will be down below. But you could just start doing this. And on those group calls, you're talking about your book. You're talking about the different ways that you help people.
Yes. Yes.
It's why are you waiting?
Gosh, I didn't even think of it like that.
So what's been holding you back from taking the step, doing the thing?
Getting on and actually just doing it.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
Doing it.
Okay, you're cured.
Well, and I
Okay,
need,
but there's more to it. Yeah. So we know that the roadblock is I just need to do it. But what's holding you back from
just
doing the thing?
I overthink everything.
Ah, an overthinker, fellow overthinker. Okay.
Good at
What's
that.
the overthinking? What's the overthinking about?
How I want everything to set. I like when you set something up, you want to make sure it's perfect. You know what I mean? And have all the answers to anybody's questions ahead of time. And yeah, that's
Is that possible?
No.
Good.
No.
It's very true. You won't always have the answers or know what the answers are to people's questions. And just as a side note, when that does happen, you can always say, that's a great question. And if you're doing this on a Zoom, you could say, could you send me a private message? You can send me your contact information. And anybody else who's interested in this, put your contact information in. I will get that answer to you.
I love that idea. Yes. Well, because then I don't have to have the answer right away, and it gives me time.
No. And it gives you another reason to reach out to some of the people that were in your circle. And when you do what you say you're going to do, self-integrity, they're going to learn to trust you even more.
That makes more sense. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So the overthinking, and you want everything to be perfect. But what actually is there to do?
Well, I've already set up the Facebook page.
Okay.
And I had to create a name for it. And I got that figured out. And I just did that this week.
Congratulations.
So I'm actually, and I had a previous business where I was Medicine Creek crystals. So I taught people how to use crystals.
Nice.
And I let them know that even though I'm still interested in that, but I was going to incorporate it all together.
Okay.
So I let those people know that I am rebranding myself.
Okay. So
and they took it well. They took it well. Whether they follow me or not, that's a whole different story. But when I was at BBD Live, my life mission totally shifted.
Okay. I love that. Okay. So you got the Facebook page. You're telling people from your previous brand, hey, here's what I'm doing. I'm taking the crystals and I'm bringing them over here. And I'm going to help moms who didn't expect their, I'm trying to think of how to word it. The disappointment that can come from motherhood because children are a variable.
Yes.
And this is coming from somebody who does not have children. However, being a child of a mother who was bipolar, she wasn't the mom that I always wanted. So I know exactly what you're doing on the other side.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. So you got the Facebook group. Now let's get you to do those monthly trainings.
Yes.
What's that going to take?
Just setting the time. I set a date and stick to it. And even if I come, I want to have a specific goal or subject in mind when I go on, but I don't want it to take a hold of what it could actually turn into. Does that make sense? I want to be able to go with the flow of the people that show up.
Okay. So you want a little bit of structure.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it sounds like to me. You want a little bit of structure with some flexibility.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to encourage you to go listen to one of my speaker circle episodes.
Okay.
You'll find them. They're going to be odd numbered. They're going to be since episode 200, and they actually say speaker circle. So you can just listen to how I do these monthly trainings.
Okay.
But we don't have to dive into that. You can just go listen to that act. That's like your homework assignment. All right. So you need a date. Do you have a paid Zoom account?
Yes.
Perfect. That's all the other thing you needed. So now all you got to do is go in there and set the date and time.
Yes.
You can let Zoom collect everyone's email addresses. You don't even need a landing page.
See, and that was part of my struggle. Now that you say that, I was freaking out about the landing page.
Nope. If you're going to be advertising this in your Facebook group, you can go into Canva. You can make some sort of a graphic. Do not overthink your graphic, okay? You can always change that later. Come up with a graphic, and then you can post that in your Facebook group and just say, like, the link is down below, and there's a Zoom link that people are going to go to Zoom to sign up.
Oh, I love that. Yes.
And Zoom will email people for you like, hey, this is in 24 hours.
Oh, that's sweet.
And
That
then you
takes
can just, and then you download all those email addresses and you put them into your CRM.
Okay. That makes more sense. See, I was stuck there. That is where I was stuck.
There you go. Now you are considered unstuck.
Yes.
Now I'm going to encourage you to not just set 1 month. I want you to set the dates on your calendar for 6 months.
Okay, I can do that.
And if you're an expert in this topic, I know that you can come up with 6 different training ideas.
Oh, yeah.
6 different topics to talk on and to have to facilitate a group discussion.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I want you to do 6 months worth.
I can do that.
And then you can go into Zoom. One, we want to put them on our calendar. Then if you want to take it a step further, you can go into Zoom and you can schedule all of them out. That way, when you do let's just say you're going to do your first call in February, at the end of the call, you can say, and here's the link to sign up for March.
I love this. Yes. Yes.
Is that helpful?
Yes.
Okay. So how will these trainings support your business?
So my goal is to eventually get to where people want to be part of a paid membership.
Okay. I love that. I love a recurring membership, a recurring revenue for yourself.
I thought if I got them started in the Facebook group and they liked what I was doing, that eventually they would want to follow me into a paid membership.
Okay. I like that. And here's my little warning. What's going to be the difference for people behind the paid wall? And you may not have that answer right now, but it's something that I want you to think about.
Yes. Yes. Like I don't want to give them all the free tips and tricks that I've learned myself, but I more or less want to be there to hold space in the free membership site and let other people give advice to each other and just kind of navigate it and let them know it's okay to feel whatever they're feeling.
Yeah. You're the community builder.
Yeah.
And so, to be able to pay to come into your world where they get more access to you. I have a friend and she is a professional speaker. She lives down here in Florida and she would go on walks with people. This was like a free thing that she was doing. People loved to show up for the walks that she would just tell people like, here's where I'm going to be. And here, like, I'm going to go for like a 3-mile walk. They would show up because she would end up teaching while she was on this walk. So then she turned it into like, it needs to be a paid offer. So if you were paying her, you would find out where she was.
See, and that makes more sense.
Because she was giving coaching. She was giving great value. So we want to make sure that your free thing is your Facebook group and eventually maybe a podcast. And we want to make sure that there is a difference between here's my free stuff, but here's what you get behind the paid wall.
Yes. Yes. That's 100% it right there.
So how does all this feel? Do you feel like this was worth your time?
Yes. Yes, because I was really freaking out about the landing page because I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Like, why do I need a landing page? What am I going to offer on a landing page?
Go sign up here. Again, when you look at the speaker circle in the show notes, there's a link to sign up for the speaker circle. So you can go and look at how simple I keep this landing page.
I love it. Yes.
I mean, do you have a website?
No.
Okay,
No.
so let's not you don't even need to worry about a landing page right now.
Okay.
You can just go out there and talk about this, have your graphic, and then tell people like go sign up on Zoom.
Yes. Yes.
And then do personal invites.
Yes.
Here's what I'm doing.
Yes.
Now, the other thing I want to share with you about the speaker circle is I play around with the date and time. They're typically on Tuesdays because I find like Mondays, everybody is always like, doing all the stuff after being out of the office, so to speak, for the weekend. And I play around with the time either noon, 1 o'clock, or 5 p.m.
Oh, I like
And
that.
what I mean by that, when I say I play around, like 1 month it's at noon, and then it's at 1 o'clock, and then it's at 5 o'clock. So I like to toggle between the noonish and the 5 p.m. so that I'm actually able to get people that are on the other side of the globe.
I like that.
So consider something like that, and you will figure out like what's the best time for your people. Because if your people are working 9 to 5s, then maybe 5, 6, 7 p.m. is like the ideal time for them.
Yes. Yes. When they got their slow time and they're not trying to be everybody's beck and call nanny.
That's right. That's right. And I'm almost thinking like doing this at night could also be a great time. If you're into crystals, I bet you're into meditation.
Oh, yeah.
Am I right? Okay. So
Yep,
you could start off with a meditation.
Yes.
Okay. I love this idea. So I want you to set a date. I know that you're probably on your phone right now. I don't know. Do you have the ability to set a date? Like
Yes.
let's do that now. I love this. I love action takers.
Well, and it's funny because when I went to BBD,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to do February 27th.
27th. What date is that?
It is Friday, February 27th.
That's a Friday. Fantastic.
It's the new moon.
Ooh,
So a good time to plant seeds.
absolutely. And make sure you talk about that. It's a new moon. Let's start something new. We're going to do this February 27th on a Friday, and you just got to pick a time.
Yes. Yes. Probably 6 or 7.
Okay. Well, what's it going to be? 6 or 7?
We'll do 7.
Okay.
7.
And remember, you're experimenting.
Yes.
May find out, oh my God, this didn't work. Nobody's around on Fridays at 7 o'clock. Or you're going to find out, oh my God, all of these people are available. Fantastic. And you can ask them on the call, is this a good time?
Yes.
Like if you had your wish for this to be any time during the week, put it in the chat and tell them, make sure you put your time zone also. And I'm time zone challenged. So
Me too.
yes. All right. So look at that. You set a date, you set a time, and I won't hold you to it, but I know you're going to come up with March, April, etc.
Yes.
All right. Do you feel good?
I do feel good.
Wonderful. I'm so excited. So what are 2 gold nuggets you were walking away with today?
I don't have to have a landing page. And I can do everything through Zoom and how to market my book and bring those people along through my book writing process.
Yes.
And that's how I'm going to get my clients.
That's right. That's right. So I want you to practice every time you do these group calls. I want you to offer them, to get on a call with you.
Yes. A
You have
one-on-one.
Yeah, you have a calendar link, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Have that set up,
Yes.
and then just keep moving forward. You don't have to have all of these things in place before you get started. Just do your darn thing.
That's all I have to do.
This was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for saying yes to a speaker breakthrough session. Where can people find you, follow you, and learn more about you?
I have Hope Haven on Facebook. I also have Dawn Jolliffe on TikTok. And I am also Dawn Jolliffe ACM on Facebook. That's my personal account.
Fantastic. So everybody, if you are one of those moms that falls under the work that Dawn is doing, make sure you go follow her and join her February 27th, very first group call, community call.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me today.
Fantastic. Thank you. Well, I would say that Dawn got lots of value out of this speaker breakthrough session. She has come up with a date, has realized that she does not need a landing page. One thing that I always tell my clients is start where you are. You do not need lots of fancy, expensive software. You could start with whatever you have. And she's got a Facebook group and she's got a paid Zoom account. Bonus. So if you would like to have a speaker breakthrough session, all you have to do is go to speakandstandout.com/SBS, and that link is down below. And I would love to hear more about your business and help you with whatever is holding you back from obtaining your goals with your business and how to leverage speaking as part of your marketing.